The light stock is pictured here. Auto lights, parking lights, manual lights at the very top. Fog lamps, directionals, fog lamps, we're going to push straight forward. You'll see the little indicator right there. Or pull back, and you'll have that indicator as well. And then driver's lights off, in case if you'd like to run without any lights. We have audio controls. Mode is going to cycle through satellite, Bluetooth, auxiliary, AV, AM, FM. We do have a volume control. Reduces the volume or adds volume. The beep will seek to the next station. Or by pressing this button here one time without the beep, it'll seek to the next station. Or not seek, but it'll go to the next preset. And that could be satellite, it could be AM radio, it's just depending upon how you have the system set up. So the beep means seek, and without the beep, the channel will change to the next preset station. If I hold in mode button for a few seconds, the radio will mute itself. On the other side of the steering wheel, you have a few really cool buttons. You have a talk switch, a multi-information display button, an enter button, as well as an up and down scrolling button, off hook, and hang up feature of the phone. I'm going to start out by this multi-information display button. You have parking assist. I want to turn that on. Now you have a green light down here that indicates that it's on. The only time you'd ever want to turn it off is if you were to have ice on the bumper. Going down, you have BSM, which is blind spot monitor. Those are going to be found in the mirror. When turned on, when that light signifies or signals an orange light, that means do not make the lane change. Sing it and start is more of an off-road feature, that if you are starting out, you'd have less torque on the wheels. .64 degrees. Now if I use this up and down arrow, we're going to go through elapsed time, average speed, average miles per gallon, current MPG, after refueling, total cruising range, 414 miles, indicator of doors, and back to 64 degrees outside. The phone, once you get a call, someone's calling you, you would simply pick up the phone or cancel the phone call by hanging up. This arm down here is your cruise control. By pressing the end cap in, just below the park assist you have a little tachometer. That is your cruise indicator. Kind of looks like that little symbol. You're going to get up to speed, set down, resume, bring back to cancel, and then off. Your vehicle is set up with a system called auto windshield wipers. Right now we're currently on off. When I move this bar down once, the wipers are on, low, and then high. Only time I'd take auto off is if I was to go through a car wash. The end cap here is going to be your timed rear wiper on, and if I go all the way up to this top, it'll clear off the wiper or clear off the rear windshield. I apologize with the flash in the back. We do take photos in the same bay that I'm trying to create this video, and there's flashes that are going off, and I do apologize. Heated seats in the front, on either side, cup holder, independent armrest for the driver, independent armrest for the passenger, and storage down below. Downhill assist control and four-wheel drive low button by pressing in and back. Radio knob to press in to turn on the radio. And we can go up here to audio, and we can check on 87.9. Maybe I want to go to a different station. I could use the turn dial. Go up to a station that will come in. Nice thing about this radio, everything's touchscreen. So if I didn't want 87.9, I could just hold, and 94.1 would be the station. So it's as simple as finding your station over here, like 96.3 maybe, backing it off to 96.3, finding where I'd like to place it on number 2, holding it, and there is the channel set. And there we go, that's pretty good. We have audio, navigation, climate, home, phone, information and app setup, and temperature. When we look over here, we have 275s, so we have 175 that's controlling the driver's side, 175 controlling the passenger side. As well as we have a rear control as well, that would be at 75. If I wanted to come over here and change the temperature, now we have tri-zone on. That means that the driver's side is set at 75, the passenger side is set at 80, and the back is also set at 75 because we did not change it. So that's pretty good. We have our track button, up and down in case if you're listening to a CD or Bluetooth music. And down below here as well, we have a little area that has two USBs and an AUX to plug into, as well as a 120 or 12 volt round plug-in. We have auto climate control, off, front defrost, rear defrost and mirrors, and auto recirculative and auto fresh air mode. Audio takes us to the audio screen. Source will take us to the AM, FM, satellite, Bluetooth, aux, or AV. If I want to go to media, obviously I'd have to have a CD in, a USB plugged in, or an iPod plugged in to have those symbols appear to be live. navigation. We have predictive traffic, which is, or I should say active traffic, that is going to show you in the green that the roads are free and clear of any accidents. So that's pretty cool. We do have something else where we can change how the map is shown. We can mark specific addresses. So that's pretty cool as well. So if I hit navigation again, it takes me right back to where Lexus of Madison is. If I want to go to a different view, now it's going to change my view of how I see things. What else do I have? Zoom out. There's that active traffic going throughout Middleton. And you'll see down here a little traffic incident. That means that going out on Highway 14 there might be an accident and you might want to take Airport Road parallel all the way out towards Mount Horeb versus taking Highway 14, which is going to save you time rather than being stuck in the accident down there. Destination will take you to a screen that gives you go home, 5 presets that can be set up. Maybe you have a son's home, a daughter's home, a vacation home, 2 places that you like to eat out at, and you could set your home. I would caution you to set home just in case if your vehicle does become stolen and you have your home link programmed up here in the mirror. I'd probably use a different address just to make sure that if that were to ever happen, they're not going to just have access to your home. Destination Assist is a live 1-year subscription that you're more than happy to take advantage of while you're driving down the road. You can simply give an address, give a place of business inside a city or town, and the Destination Assist operator will then send the coordinates to the vehicle, which is pretty cool. Point of interest, you can do it by name, or you can do it by so I want to go into Wisconsin, and then if I wanted to go into name, I could type out the name that I'd want to see or find, or I could do it by category, and by doing it through category I can say near here, dining, and maybe I want just bakeries and delis, and maybe burgers. It's going to find me the closest burgers, and it's about 4.0 miles away from here. I'll click on it. Then I can hit mark and I can save it into my address book, or I can simply hit the word go and it takes me to that destination. Okay.
Please proceed to the highlighted route, then the route guidance will start.
So if I was to go to burgers, I would be taking the blue line, which is down here between the green lines, and that is your route line. Currently I'm not going to go there, so I want to hit the word dest, delete dest, and now I'm not going to burgers, the bagel place. All of the traffic here is updated by HD radio, so there's no subscriptions to pay, as well as the weather. So if I want to look at the weather, I'm going to go to home, and I'm going to set up weather. There's an upper right hand corner, a little menu. I'm going to find the word weather, put it up where the compass is, and there it is. If I want to go into weather, I click on weather. I can see what the current weather is doing, the 3-day, the 6 to 12 hour. We're in Middleton, Wisconsin. I can go back. I can hit weather map, and now I can see what's going on around the area. And I can scroll by just holding my finger on the map. Maybe I'm going over to New York, or maybe I'm going to Lansing or Detroit. It's letting me know what's in the area for weather, which all right now looks pretty clear. It is updated by the Weather Channel, so that's also very cool. And I'll get myself out of here. So when I hit the word home now I'll have the area that I can see Middleton, Wisconsin in weather. Maybe I want to give my navigation into that spot. Now I have navigation. Maybe I want to take out range because I can see range over here between my gauges by scrolling. There's my 414 mile range. So I go up here to the upper right hand corner and I select audio and I put audio in there. Now I have 3 really awesome pieces of information. If I want to go into audio, I can hit FM and I can hear Craig Morgan. There's a little photo of Craig Morgan and his album art. Great sound system in this GX as well. So there's a lot of cool things you can do on this screen as well. You can tag music. We can go into settings and we can see how many radio stations we would want to have appear. Sometimes 36 seems like an awful lot amount of radio stations, but we could turn it down to maybe 12 or maybe 30. Maybe we're not going to use them all, but I'll keep it right now for 36 as our default. So really, the cover art settings, it's on, and that's how we get to it at settings. Options, we can go by type, and that's going to go through. Right up here is blinking country, and that's the type of the music that we have playing. We do have something called HD radio. With HD radio, we have this little orange area that says HD. If I want to go to the next station of HD, I'm going to go over here to our turn knob. You'll notice that that little 1, I know it's a bad camera, but there's a 1 here, or it says HD1. When I turn, it says HD2. And now it's a totally different kind of music that you can listen to. And if I want to go back to Craig Morgan or the country station, I just turn back. And then we're back to HD1. And now we're in Zac Brown. So it's a pretty awesome song. So audio has a ton of things that you can do. And this is the first set. So if I want to go to multiple sets, it's going to more likely carousel our music. So if you notice up here, it's 94.1, which is an FM station. Then we have an AM station at 530. 1000 is an AM station. And here we have channel 1, that is our XM. So these are just placekeepers. They're not exactly like you have to put all FM in a line, all AM in a line. You can create your own jukebox. Climate. For those people that like to have more than just your conventional display with your heat and air conditioning controls or auto or off or any of the features that you like down here, you can still control everything right here on the screen. Maybe if you're more techie, you'd like to have the technology side of things where you can go in and change things. Same exact controls that you have on the front, just done more on a computer. Home screen, that's that screen that we customized. You have a phone screen, information and apps. So here's that weather. We can go into weather. We can say recently checked locations. We don't have any. Current weather. There it is, Middleton, Wisconsin. Other local cities. If I'm traveling to, let's say, Sauk, 18 miles north, I can see what's doing up there. It's 34 degrees. We're finally thawing out in the state of Wisconsin. Setup. These are the general areas that we can set up. We have general. And we can change the button color if we'd like the beep on. We can change the kilometers if need be. Auto screen change is on, meaning if we hit the radio controls and we go and we do not touch the controls for a little while, it goes back to the first screen if it's map or the last screen that you're on. We'll go back to setup, voice.
Guidance will be at this volume. Guidance will be at this volume.
Take it back to
Guidance
4.
will be at this volume.
So that's pretty nice. And we have traffic. We're going to turn this to auto. And we are going to keep it on auto for auto traffic, so we know always what's going on around us, and everything else is turned on as the default. Display, you can change out the general brightness or contrast levels, just how it changes on the screen. Camera brightness or screen off. Navigation, we can do detailed. We just want to make sure that everything looks right and everything's turned on, which it is. Last but not least, we have our vehicle or Lexus personalized settings. We can go into vehicle customization. And what that's going to do, you're able to change your different door locks, the feedback tone, the lights that are turned on when you hit the lock or unlock button, climate settings, that's going to be for your smog sensor or automatic AC mode turned on. Light settings, how you want the sensitivity or the timers to work in your lights, as well as other vehicle settings, which is your driver's easy seat exit. So when I turn off the vehicle, the steering wheel will go in, as well as the captain's seat goes back, allowing easy entrance or easy exit for the vehicle. Right now, this is all that I want to go over, just a brief overview of the features that you're going to go over with me this afternoon. But I wanted to give you just a brief run through as to what we have gone over, so that you can always go back to this vehicle video for further information.